So where are we at now? So we have eaten, and whatever we ate, it moves from mouth to small intestine, right? Nope, stomach, and then small intestine, and in the small intestine assisting it is your liver and yes, pancreas. And now we are at large intestine. What does it do? Your first clue, look at the color. Look at the shape. It represents what? Water. And here we can see that it is getting absorbed. So basically, large intestine absorbs water. The question is why? Why here? That will help you guys remember the point that large intestine absorbs water. But why here? That should be your next question. First clue is that, or this can be a first clue, 70% of our body is made up of, and you have seen this ad, right? Water body made up of water. So that's your first clue, that we need water. Okay, that's good. So why not absorb it in small intestine? Well, the second clue is that it's a universal solvent. What is universal solvent? Water. What does that mean? It can pretty much dissolve everything. Not universal per se, technically it's wrong, but it can dissolve as many things as and highest possible things that is seen in the world, or what we know of the elements that we have seen. So basically, when things are moving in small intestine, right, there's a lot of things that we need to absorb, is it not? So water helps in the small intestine in dissolving things and making it easy for the villi to absorb, is it not? What is it? Yes, it's villi. Villi absorbs all of that. So by the time it reaches your large intestine, right, a lot of things would have been absorbed, but what we have is also the water. But because of this factor, and yes, our evolution has been water based, like things started with water. So water is very important for us. So body manages this by not letting it go, but absorbing. Okay, so let's look at a note. So examine the function of large intestine. It absorbs, the unabsorbed food goes into large intestine where more water is absorbed. This is important because it solidifies the waste, making it easier for us to eliminate. So basically it is too watery, and what happens? Yes, this gets solidified. If you have loose motion and stuff, you guys know what it means. Watery based poop. So it becomes solid and solid. Basically, it absorbs a lot of water. So I'm hinting at one thing, that is how to maintain your body. It is important for us to drink enough water so that some water is left out in the stool so that it comes out easily. If not, what happens? It becomes very solid, and that leads to, yes, constipation. So it's important for us to drink either enough water or eat what we are eating. It has to be rich in water, water-based food, or sometimes we don't get to do that. At least drink enough water. As and when the body asks for it, just drink. Right, guys? So that is the funda of function of large intestine, and why that happens. If you guys remember this point, it's easier to remember. It is common sense. Nature is common sense.